The United Nations. It provides the moral and political pillars of the world as we know it. Without it, well, there'd just be chaos, wouldn't there? In 1989, the UN finalised its Convention for the Rights of Children all over the world. Whatever race, religion or ability, everyone under the age of 18 is entitled to these rights, which should be protected by their governments respectively. There, you've just heard 3 of 54 articles which make up the Convention which has been taking care of British children since 1991. So, are you ready to hear more? Good, let's begin. Look at this baby. She has rights. The second she was born, she got Article 6, the right to life. Her whole life and all that's ahead of her is protected by her parents and, on a larger scale, the UN itself. It is critical that not just her, but every baby that is born is treated with their best interests at heart and given the opportunity to develop their full potential. But that's not all. She is also granted the right to her identity. This is what gives her a name, a hometown, a family to belong to, and all the things which most of us take for granted. That's Article 7. Good, isn't it? All children have the right to a decent living. Article 27 defines this as an environment which meets the standard of physical, mental and social needs of the child in question. Article 24 also helps out here, giving children the right to the best possible health. This includes giving them clean water, nutritious food and access to medical attention. Pretty basic things in your eyes. Probably because the article also insists that children are not only treated with quality healthcare, but are educated about it too.
You are super writers. So try and remember.
As children reach primary school age, Article 28 becomes a pretty important one. It states that all children, including those with disabilities, have the right to an education and to play an active part in the community. This must encourage and develop their talents, capabilities and personalities. It is through this article that children develop their knowledge and respect for other cultures and societies. As the Convention has been ratified by almost every nation in the UN, this article is well protected by our Department for Education. But child development is about more than that. That's why we have Article 31, allowing children the right to relax and play in their own free time. This is equally important in making us who we are as we reach adolescence.
It's vital that we adapt to meet the needs and requirements of all children in education. Every child's got the right to inclusion, and it's our responsibility to ensure and uphold this, irregardless of the nature of their needs.
In our teenage years, we start to appreciate more rights. Articles 13, 14 and 15 allow children to have their own thoughts, opinions and freedom of expression. They can practice their choice of religion and form their own groups and societies with whoever they choose. This is how Katie here will establish a diverse circle of friends.
It allows me to be myself and look the way I want, and I appreciate Article 13 because being allowed to express myself makes me feel a lot happier and comfortable in my own skin.
Yes, as long as they aren't stopping others from enjoying their rights, any child is free to think and believe anything they like. Katie will also enjoy the right to privacy via Article 16, which, as every teenager would agree, becomes increasingly significant at this stage of our lives. So, there you have it. And these rights, like many others, don't just apply to specific aspects of childhood, they apply to all of it. Every single day of everybody's 18-year journey from birth to adulthood is covered by this convention. A convention that's protected by parents, governments, even our world through the United Nations. So kids, enjoy them. Adults, encourage them. They're here for all of us, helping to make a safer, healthier and happier world for future generations to come. And if you're interested in finding out more about the UN Convention on the Rights of a Child, you can visit www.un.org.